Hello, hello. It is everyone's favorite disheveled mess of a human being right here. Is me. It's Red. I didn't even do my camera settings. It's been a morning, man. I've been busy. All right. You know what? We're doing camera settings right now. I don't even care. I'm doing it here on stream. Hello, you get to look at me real close. Hey, Poco. I saw you hanging out in Chaos's chat. That was real cool. Alright, everyone gets to stare at me while I do all my settings because I forgot to do them because we're silly and OBS doesn't save settings because apparently Logitech hates OBS. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Something's going on. Something crazy happened. Everyone's demanding things from me as soon as I start stream. Hello? What's going on? I don't care, but it needs to cost 1,000k channel points. All right, you get all stream to tell me what you want to cost 1,000k channel points. I'm cool. I'd hate to steal. Ratlord's thing. I know Ratlord's hanging out in the background somewhere. But like feet would be pretty good. Feet would be pretty dope. First thing need to do. Whatever. You know. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. All right, hello, I'm here. I'm a disheveled mess. My cat is trying to kill me. And I've had a real morning. I've had a real morning of it. My cat has a new favorite thing that she likes to do. I got the Italian hands. She jumps up on my desktop, which is right over here. She jumps on it, and she jumps onto my desk. And I'm that guy. Yeah, Spare Foods made its move. I'm that guy. I got crystals on my desk. Whatever. Judge me all you want. I don't care. I only really have like 2. I got a crystal on my desk. And she takes the crystal and bats it off my desk. And I'm like, No. So I keep putting stuff on top of my desktop, hurting my airflow on my computer to keep her from batting off stuff from my desk. And you know what she did last night? I didn't even realize it till I woke up. She turned my computer on to get up onto my desk. So she jumped on the power button, which is the only open slot for her to walk on. She turned the power button on so she could get on my desk. So my computer was running all night. I'm pissed. So I'm a mess, man. Anyway, looks like I ate some. Man, feels that way, doesn't it? All right, anyway, I'm done being mad. We're not mad. I'm not actually mad. I do love my cat. She cuddled with me a lot last night. It was very sweet. Put some Tabasco sauce all over the desk for a little bit. She'll leave it alone. That's probably a good idea. It's a bad idea, but it's a good idea. Why you ignore my bonk? Because I'm telling my cat story. That's why I ignored your bonk. Don't try me today. I'm not having it today. I hope nobody thinks I'm actually mad. I'm not actually mad. I'm just a salty man. Cover it in wires and stuff, then Tabasco, get the cat to leave it alone. I just don't want Tabasco sauce on my desk. All right, so today we got ourselves a beautiful little clock. We're making a clock. What about Mexican cats? I'm not experiencing this. All right, everyone's lost their minds today, including me. We're gonna throw some music on. We're gonna get to business. Business. I chose a real hard prompt to ignore yesterday by accident, and now I'm going to pay the price. Enjoy having your cat on your desk? This is not a solution. This is the most Joe thing I've ever heard. What, you don't want to sever your own left pinky finger? I guess enjoy having mosquitoes. All right. We're back. We're chilling. We're big chillin'. Anybody who thinks I'm actually upset, I'm not actually upset. I do love my cat. I do look at things on the brighter side of life. Just kind of having some fun. If you don't know Joe, Joe's the kind of person that will just say the craziest stuff and try and... Joe is the equivalent of like a politician who adds like a random addendum to a bill to try and get it signed. That's Joe in a nutshell. And I don't care if that's slander. All right. So, we are here to make a clock, and I'm going to go fast, because we got a lot to do today. Hey, Collision, redeem some advice. You gotta ask. Give me some. What do you want advice on? What is crazy about what I said? We're gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that. Collision, let's get that advice going. What do you want? What do you want advice on? I can give you good advice. I can give you bad advice. What are we feeling? Bad advice about Blender. All right, you want bad advice about Blender. I mean, I'll get the one that I've gotten since the day I started. Put all of your sidebars on the left. Man, nothing will piss people off more than that. You will not get people more angry with your workflow if you put your stuff on the left. People will lose their mind. Stick it in Blender and turn it on. Joe's being Joe right now. We're gonna ignore Joe. I don't know why you do this. There's actually a very clear reason why I do this. To all the people who don't realize why I do it, let me go ahead and apply this bevel first, and then I will show you why it looks like this. That looks really good. That looks really good. It's a little large. Okay, tell you what. Nope, it's not good. Not good. I lied. I lied to you. Joe is not going to let this go, so I'm just going to let Joe fester all stream. Is how this is going to work out. Okay, so. There we go. That's how that's going to stay. We're going to scale. We're going to save as grandfather clock. I really need to clean out my folder that I store everything in because it looks really bad and it's very against my organizational skills to do that. All right, so why do I put all of my stuff on this side? Very good question. It's a very good question. The reason I do it is... Oh no, I have to do this in a very specific way. Let's duplicate. Sure, you'll be called Blender 2. Hey, welcome, we're in Blender 2 now. I'm gonna remove my camera. I'm gonna put my camera over here, right? And I don't wanna cover up the sidebar because people look at this sidebar. So my camera has to go right here, right? So let's say all my stuff is here on this side, right? It's all right here. Now, let's say I do something. I'm going to scale this to a new size. Hey, do you see that box right there? It's right back here. Check out this box. Oh, you can't see it? That's why that's why everything's on the left side. That's why it's all on the left side. That's why we do it. So let's go ahead and remove that. That is the reason I do it. So I have to deal with this bad layout because I care about all of you. And that's your bad advice, is do that. And people will lose their minds. People will actually try and kill you. First and foremost will be Joe. Joe will try and kill you. Because if I'm going to slander against Joe, we all know Joe's a real killer out here. Hey, what's up, T? Who will try to kill you and why? Joe. Joe's going to kill me. Joe's going to kill me because he thinks the only solution to taming my cat is putting Tabasco sauce on my desk. Which I don't want to do. So, yeah, it definitely sounds right, doesn't it? All right. Red is trying to drag my name through the mud for like the 10th time. Look. If you're dirtier than mud, that can only clean you. That's only a positive thing. All right. We put Tabasco sauce on wires to keep Bean from chewing on them. There you go. It's good not to be the worst for a bit. Pyro. Oh, Pyro, you'll still have your time. Don't worry. I'm thinking that's way too prominent. Let's lower this down a little bit. So if I haven't announced it before, me and Joe are going to be doing a little... Whoa, my voice. Joe and I are going to be doing a little co-stream a week from tomorrow. And boy, is it going to go well, isn't it? It's definitely not going to be divisive and chaotic, and we're definitely not going to sell each other out 1,000 times. It's going to be super cool. I bet it's going to go great. It'll be the first co-stream I've done in a long time, though, so that's a good feeling. It's been a hot minute. Pyro, Red just feels an uncontrollable need to blow everything I say out of proportion. Hot tub stream? Yeah, we're doing a hot tub stream, actually. We're both pretty large men, so I think a hot tub stream between us would get pretty interesting. I'm ready to up my bits. That's a word that I, as a streamer, am not allowed to say, which is silly. It makes literally no sense to me whatsoever, but I'm not allowed to say that word because Twitch has deemed it unacceptable. Okay, so that is my base. Is it a good base? I don't know. It looks like a weird burger. Does this look like a burger to you? Not really. Did I do it wrong? Basic meth. I'm so glad we've started just the biggest mess in chat. If this isn't the energy of stream, I don't know what else is. I don't know what else is. Well, Collision was kind enough to show off my newest little thing. I can give you advice. If you want really bad advice, feel free to hit me up. We got advice now on Twitch. For me, I have been getting unwarranted advice since the day I was born. And so the fact that I can now do it for channel points seems like a natural progression of things. Spill crystal meth or cocaine on the table and a cat will be sonic fast in another room or perhaps outside. Yeah, she's kind of just nuts already. Alright, what kind of advice do you want? Also, I done goofed it, but we can live with this. Advice is free thing. Nah. There's a cost somewhere. You just gotta look for it. There's always a cost somewhere. Everything costs something. I was gonna quote a nasty human being, but I decided against it, so we're gonna not do that. Advice on what I should ask advice on. Okay, but you're gonna have to donate again if you want more advice. My favorite piece of advice to give people is on how to listen to advice. And that sounds like a joke. That's genuinely not a joke. That's like my favorite thing to give advice on. Because that's the thing that everyone actually needs advice on, is like how to listen. Myself included. Like, let's not take the high horse here. Everyone needs advice on how to take advice. Paco Moon wants advice on life. Okay, so you're younger. And I'm going to keep that in consideration. Oh gosh, I should have put a timer on it. We're screwed. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Before it devolves into chaos, let me actually put a timer on it. Yes, I will add text to it because I did it literally 5 minutes before stream while dealing with my cat. Okay, cooldown. Time between cooldown. 2 minutes seems like an appropriate amount of time. And require text. Save. Done. Hey, what's up, David Draws? All right, Poco, you want advice on life. I'm going to tell you the advice on life is care about money enough to get by and stop caring about money the moment you get there. Don't get people pregnant that you don't want to get pregnant. And be silly every now and again. No more seriousness. Seriousness doesn't get you very far. Smart people don't really succeed. Smart, funny people succeed. Smart, charming people succeed. But smart people don't really succeed in this world. So get a little interesting. Have a little bit of personality with your life. Don't stick soldier and crazy. Oh yeah, that's true. What's up, David Draws? I'm just answering some crazy advice from chat. David Draws, do you do 3D? I'm assuming you must draw, right? Okay, so Joe wants advice on how to get me to be reasonable. You gotta be reasonable yourself. Sorry. It's a hard draw, I know. You draw sometimes? It's your namesake. What are you known for, David Draws? What do you do? What's your claim to fame in this world? What would your friends say about you? Would they say that you can put down like a pint of beer as fast as possible, or like what's your thing? And if you don't have friends, I feel that vibe, big vibe. Definitely not what I meant. He went for crazy and he got baited. Life story. That's my life story. I got a real preference for crazy. I really like crazy. I go for crazy. It's kind of my thing. It's kind of what I'm into. Okay, that looks a lot better. Does it look good? I don't know. Looks a lot better, though. In fact, now that I'm here, we've done goofed it. I think I just wanted to go straight up. I think I don't want to worry about this section right here. So let's go ahead and dissolve this. Coffin dance. It's going to stop looking like a coffin here in just a moment. There we go. Now it's a flat piece that we're just going to push up. And we're going to go ahead and scale that correctly and then do a nice little bevel. Is that what I want? Kind of. Kind of. That should be fine. There, we got I'm a cup of tea on lurk mode. I suppose it's very necessary for me to give a shout out to good friend of the channel, Saf, Ace Dragon Horde, who is currently doing their first stream. The timing was a little inconvenient for me, so I'm not able to hang out too much in it, but do love them to death, so we're wishing them a nice stream right now. Bad advice about anything. Bad advice about anything. Okay, I'm going to give you two pieces of bad advice, because one of them is selfish and one of them is actually useful. The selfish piece of bad advice is don't promise people you're going to wear bunny ears every day of the month, because then you're stuck wearing bunny ears every single day of the month, and it's terrible, and you wish you hadn't promised that. My second piece of bad advice, or I guess for bad advice, I would say do that, actually. Sorry, I misunderstood my own prompt. My real bad advice. Real bad advice. You know, I experienced this yesterday. Okay, here's some advice I experienced yesterday. That's really bad advice. Wait until mosquito season. Go take a hike out into the middle of the woods and go smoke weed with your, like, goth friends. And get destroyed by mosquitoes. That didn't happen to me. I was out hiking yesterday, and there was some goths smoking out in the woods, which is cool. I wish I was with them. I wish I was a part of that. But they were out there smoking in the woods, and they were just getting torn up by mosquitoes. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, you couldn't go anywhere else? This went from 0 to 100 real quick. I don't think that went from 0 to 100 too quick. Taking advice from a Floridian man? Yeah, there you go. There's your first piece of bad advice. Never take advice from a Floridian. You'll end up hating that. Alright, that looks not good, actually. Hold on. Looks really bad. Chill. You know, you think Floridians would be better with mosquitoes than they are. Floridians really don't get mosquitoes. Every time I go outside and there's a mosquito, I'm like, where'd you come from? It's like, oh, they live here. They're from, this is their alien planet. There are two kinds of brave people, Florida man and Polish man. We could be a crime-fighting duo. Hey, Pyro. I got a new concept for you. You wanna fight crime with me? Bum ba dum ba dum. All right, there we go. We got feet. Feet of our clock. Pretty good. Not bad. Can't be upset with that. We're being a little haphazard, but honestly, I just can't bear right now. All right. That'll do. Ooh, not good. I am the crime in case of liver damage. You're like the gumshoe. You're like the old smoking gumshoe that just, like, causes problems. I can live with that. I'm your young, spry, little helper. Even though I'm a crotchety old man. Now there is a show. Okay, hold on. That's what I'm into. We've done it. I found what I'm into now. A show where there's a cop and, like, a young, like, entrepreneuring cop who's, like, learning the ways. Yeah, stream song, by the way. Thank you. There's a cop and there's a young cop who's learning from the older cop. But the young cop is 54 and the old cop is like 70. This is my new show idea. Coming to ABC. I love this. What would you call that show? Also, what are we talking about? First off. Have I lost my mind? So Police Squad? Yeah, pretty much. That looks so good. You probably have lost it. Thank you. You know what? I'm sick of people trying to butter me up all the time. I need somebody just to be honest with me. Poco, you've done great. You've done a great job today. Haven't we all? I think we all have, yes, but I think I got a very particular brand of it. They don't make medicine for what I have. Okay, so we should be able to just do this and hope and pray that things don't go bad. Oh, it looks kind of bad. Looks kind of bad. We butter up for easier entrance. I'm sorry, what? Into the mind of all the perverts around. I'm going to say the word pervert. I hope that's not like a word that Twitch has a problem with because it's a normal word. But I'm going to say it. Okay. Dare I say, that is looking pretty solid to me. Dare I say, that looks pretty good. We are somehow making time today. despite being, like, absolutely out of our minds. Also, what is happening? Get on down there. Hello? Okay, that'll do. And we'll do a 4, just so we can have a little bit more articulation on the end of that. I keep using the word articulation incorrectly. That is one nice leg. Thank you. The will to stick my leg up on stream was very strong, but I decided against it. Okay, so that is the base. Does it look great? I don't know if I love the way this looks, if I'm being perfectly honest, but it's fine. I think what we could do is pop out a little guy here. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba. I'm planning to stream. All right. Collision. You owe us nothing. You go stream. Enjoy your stream. Does that look all right? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, I can take that. Is there one on the side? There's not one on the side. Just that front face. And there's 2 sunken guys right here as well that I should probably just do in one go. There we go. If I get extra time, I will actually apply some sort of material to this. Given that it's a clock, I think I do have to make some materials here eventually, which I don't feel great about, but not the first time I've done something like that, so we should be pretty good. We got a little nice robot-looking face here. Look at him. He's just happy to be here. Oh, he's pleasant. Also, I'm cutting off my circulation again, as per the norm. Bye-bye, Collision. All right. Let's put the actual box on top of this thing. Is this a good enough base? I don't know if it's that great. I don't know if this is that good looking, but it's what I've made. And I'm not super passionate about a grandfather clock. It doesn't fit into my aesthetic too much, so it's not like an asset that I really need to have, like, on standby. So I'm going to chill out a little bit on whether or not I like this. What I want is to finish. We're going to make the best thing possible, but the goal is to finish. Okay, let's do a nice, very specific placement of this. That'll do. We're going to put this on cube and Y, and we have ourselves a base. Perfect. Is it a little small? No, I think that's all right. That looks fine. I'm going to have to put glass in here, which I'm not loving the idea of, but it will come together in the end. So let's not think too hard about that. Okay, how tall is a clock? A clock goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clock goes right there. Okay, perfect. And then it all bridges together in a really nutso kind of way. Okay, so what we want to do is bridge this guy as nicely as we can. So first thing I got to do, I have to get up early tomorrow, so I think I sadly have to go. There is nothing sad about that at all. You live your best life, and you go do what you got to do. And I'll see you next time. I was about to say school. You're not going to school tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. It's like, why do you have school tomorrow? Yes, that makes perfect sense. And that is perfectly fine, Poco. You go live your best life. We will all miss you. Okay, so that looks good enough to eat. Got ourselves a little thing to place boys on. Always got to have a place to place your boys. That looks all right. I'm questioning whether I made the right decision here. I think what we need... Yes. Yes. Okay, got it. I'm going to pop you up. All the way to the top. And we have a box. So I need to merge these guys together to make a box. So we're going to apply the mirror later. So let's do everything with the mirror first, is what we're going to do. Okay, so... Our goal is to try and match the top as much as possible. Which I could have done a little bit more appropriately than this, but I think I have a pretty good eye for it, so I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to say that's not bad. I'm going to say that's not bad at all. You look at that. You look at that dead on. You can't even see that difference. If you go through, if you were, this is not going in a game, but if this was going in a game and you went through the hassle to measure this and see that they're not the same distance, you're nuts. No way. Ain't no way you're doing that. They're perfect looking. Yeah, that's fine. Good luck to anybody who wants to do more with that. That's on you. That's not my problem. Okay. Next, they have these weird little crenellations in here, which is very awkward looking. But every single clock has this. Every single clock in the world has this, so we have to do it. All right. Apply scale. We're going to grab this front face and this side face, and the interface doesn't need it. Interface, that's a weird way that that word works. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and apply some auto normals to this. 45 is probably the one that I want to worry about. That's actually really nice looking. Okay. Back to this. We're going to apply a merge by distance, which worked perfect. And now we need to make cuts in this. So I'm going to cut it 3 times and place a bevel. Yeah, it's 3. That's weird. It's a weird look. Why do clocks look like this? There must be a reason. There must be some weird, like, ancient reason why they make clocks look so strange. So 6, right? There has to be a reason they do this. Why would you do this? Why is this the thing? Okay. And then we're going to make 2 of these. Man, up until the recent, like, age of existence, clocks and clockmaking was always, like, the cool thing, right? People who made clocks were, like, the coolest people in the world. That was the smart person job forever. And now, where are they now? There you go. There's a good metaphor for life. If you think what you're doing is important, just remember clockmakers stopped being relevant after computers were made. Sorry to all the clockmakers who are watching who actually love their jobs and work very hard at it. That's not what I meant. Also, why are you watching my stream, clockmakers? All right. There we go. Let's do that. And And I should be able to just grab the edge of this. Oh no. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if this works. I have a feeling this is going to end in tears, but wouldn't be the first time I cried, wouldn't be the last time I cried. Now we wait for truckers to disappear. Truckers? Oh, as a job. Man, I have sympathy for truckers. I have a lot of sympathy for truckers. UK got rid of truckers? How is that possible? What? How did they get rid of truckers? That doesn't seem like a thing that you can do, like in the current day and age. Oh, that actually looks great. That actually looks perfect. Wow, that just worked. Oh, dope. Truly dope. Oh! Gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Now, the top and the bottom are not even. What on earth? Why is that the case? How did that happen? Whoa. They fired the Brexit gun? I don't know what that means. How do truckers not exist in the UK? How have they done that? What do they do? How do they deliver things? Bum, bum. Like, I get... I'm not sure I understand, like, what you mean they got rid of truckers. The more I sit here and I think about it, I'm like... That just means that they have, like, privatized shipping? Which is terrible. Which is what I used to do. That was my old job. Was privatized shipping. And that's a terrible existence. That's worse than being a trucker, because you just don't have a union. Yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting. I want to know how they got rid of truckers. That seems crazy to me. Since they left the EU, they got less low-tier workers that include truckers. And they got trucks, but no people to use them? Pyro, what are you talking about? Like, obviously grocery stores are still running in the UK. They're getting their supplies from somewhere. What? I don't really get what you're saying. Fuel shortage? I think this might be some Polish propaganda that we got going on right here. My man's setting up for a 1-2 punch of some kind. I'm just waiting for it. All right, that looks classy. That looks class right there. This bad boy rocks. Okay, cool. Let's set you up. Bum ba dum bum ba da bum 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 ba dum bum. It's from UK. I don't know if I understand the joke yet. I don't know if I get it. I hate to be the guy wearing bunny ears who doesn't get the joke, but I think I'm the guy who's wearing bunny ears that doesn't get the joke. Oops, I didn't do the top. Whoops, my bad, my bad, my bad. It's real. Okay, yeah, but that's not... Okay. I think what you're saying has truth to it, for sure. But, like, question. How do groceries end up at the supermarket? Like, I believe you. I believe you. I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm not saying, you know, it's not true. I'm not saying it's not happening. But, like, how do they ship things in the UK if they don't have truckers? So, you know, driver's license got categories for normal cars? Yeah. Yes. Correct. Yes, they have licenses for big stuff too. Yep. Yes, I'm with you. I follow. We're here. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I've been listening to this song a lot recently. Shout out to Phantom Brave. Anybody who hasn't played Phantom Brave, go play it. It's one of the best games ever made. Okay, there we go. That's the stuff of dreams right there. I'm waiting for this wall of text from Pyro. The bigger the truck, the longer routes and tougher conditions, so more immigrants tend to work that part. Okay. I don't know if I love the direction this is going in, but I'm ready. So there's a plank of wood that just like covers this part right here. That looks so lazy. Look at that. Look how ugly that looks. Why would you just have a plank of wood here? Just like, nah, we don't care about the pillar that we're designing. Oh, you have these cool pillars going up? Let's just block off the bottom. Since localized deliveries are made with local people, British people. This story is getting more complicated as we go. Also, I am going to take it upon myself to invent a new way that glass works. So shout out to me for being a clockmaker. I am the smartest man from 1756. I'm the world's smartest man from 1756. Okay. I'm with you so far, Pyro. I would argue that that person's still a trucker, but I think what we're arguing is the semantics of the position, which I value. I get that. I'm with you there. That person's still a delivery driver, though. Like, they're still effectively a truck driver. I get that they're not technically a truck driver, but that person's still a truck driver. That's what I did. That what you just explained, it was exactly my job for 3 years. Except I delivered very specific stuff, which I'm not going to get into. That made it sound a lot more suspicious than it was. It wasn't that suspicious, but it's just a bad job. Immigrants go for longer routes like fuel deliveries or day-lasting routes outside of the UK. Got it. Got it. So my next question for you is, how did we get on this topic? How did we get here? I think I figured out what Pyro is passionate about. Is at the end of the day, I think that's what we've discovered on this day. Because of Brexit? That's fair. Brexit did do a lot. There one guy who typing in chat? Oh yeah. I mean, I appreciate it. I'd rather have a conversation than not have a conversation. Pyro, you're very valued. Just because we're having a crazy conversation doesn't mean anything. No, the question's not of job economy. The question was the specifics of the UK does not have truck drivers. The question for me was never about how their economy works. That was not what was in question. You're upset? Why are you upset? What's there to be upset about? We just had a conversation. Oh, Poland doesn't allow guns. Honestly, you're better off for it. The gun conversation is a real can of worms. Whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, whether you're anything in between, because I grew up with guns, I grew up in the country, I get it. But the gun conversation really is just, like, obnoxious. Nobody actually wants to help anybody with anything. Like everybody in the gun conversation is obsessed with just like, what do I get out of it? Nobody's actually trying to solve anything, which is a real shame, because it's definitely like that and traffic are probably the two biggest things that we should be working on right now. Like there's global stuff, of course. There's war, there's famine, there's all that stuff. But the reality of us solving those problems is going to depend on our own ability to take care of our own citizens first, in my mind. What did we get? How did I get political? What is happening? Why are we getting political? Pyro, how did you pull this out of me? Pyro, you should be an interviewer. What is happening? All right, we got a sheet of glass. Bum, bum, bum. So you understand why UK got gas shortages on gas stations now? Yes. That wasn't how the conversation originally started. That wasn't what I was asking, but yes, I do understand. That wasn't really the point. Okay, so we need to do some very specific magic to make this guy work. Pyro, you and Joe have a lot in common. Q Joe jumping in chat and all question marks. All right. You know what? I need to apply scale first, and then I can bring you down just a little bit. It fits really nice in there, actually. Like, pretty good. In other news, shout out to the Animal Crossing update that just is about to come out. If you're a fan of Animal Crossing, it is time. It is time to polish off your Switch, because they're actually fixing most of the problems, which is wild. We're still going to have a problem with durability. We're still going to have a problem with a couple of things, but for the most part, it's happening. Nintendo is playing a really fine game of can we listen to our audience or not? And I think it's working out for them. There we go. Boom. That's a sheet of glass. Oh, it looks good. Like paint it red and white. Paint it red and white. What? Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba. What does paint it red and white mean? Is that a term that I don't understand? Is that an old classic saying? That's a pretty slim looking clock, but I think we can manage that. I think we can spin it. So we're gonna go ahead and name everything. Actually, let's go ahead and call you clock pillars. Let's call you clock base. You said to polish the Switch. Oh yes, polish the Switch. Polish the Switch and turn it Polish. Glass front. That's not exactly the word I want, but it's the word I'm going to use. Bum 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 ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba da bum 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 ba banana. All right, this is it. We're in. You know what? I don't normally care this much, but I'm going to be very precise with what we're doing today. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't care too much about this sketch, but I am just feeling it right now. What's the name of the song? This is the Me channel. The Wee Me channel. The old classic. The old Vlasic pickle. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Actually, the top and the bottom should be perfect, right? Because they're measured exactly. They are. Hey. Dunzos. We got ourselves a little glass enclosure. All right. I'm going to do the thing that fancy clocks do where they have this little space on the top and the bottom, because I can't stand the idea of putting a piece of wood right here. That, again, look at this. You make this beautiful piece of art. Look how crazy this is. Somebody worked so hard on this, and you just put a plank of wood that's intersecting this? What is this? Why does it look like that? I got a conversation to have with the person who made this clock. I'm gonna be like, hey, you're a genius. Why'd you do that? What's your deal? Oh, I didn't want dust to get in. What's the point of making the clock in the first place? All right, my hair. All right, so we got glass, we got the pillars, we got the bottom wood, we got a lot of good things going for us. Let's go ahead and make all of this nice and smooth, but we should put auto normals on it. I know I'm a broken record, but it is going to matter because we have a front face that's flat like this. So, sorry. Cool. Cool. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right, and it's going to be glass, glass, and then this is going to be mirror on the back. We're going to make a mirror. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Now, let's make the top. This is where things are going to get a little weird. We have to apply our mirror now. That was the point of why we were taking so long to do this earlier. It isn't rounded out as much as I want it to be. Do I care? Do I care? Kind of. If we have pillars that go all the way up to the top, all right, we're going to take a book out of Simo's advice. That's not how you say words. We're going to take some of Simo's advice for once in our gosh forsaken lives. Let's go back to mirror. We're going to take some Simo advice. Shout out to Simo. And I'm going to go ahead and just delete these vertices. We're going to pop in on here. Why did deleting the vertices have a face? What? Did I dissolve instead of deleting? I must have, right? There's no way there was a face here. Okay, sure, whatever. Fine. I don't care. Now we're going to make another one. Cool. So, cube comes up. This is going to get weird quick. We want a little bell tower to stick up in here, and I like this little archway. Man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Oh, no. Oh, I didn't think this one through. I should have used primitives. You know what? I have an easy way I can do it. Yes, yes, yes. Just think. Just be smart. Quit freaking out. Just be smart. Rule number 1. Quit freaking out. Just be smart. Rule number 1 to 3D modeling is chill out. That's going to be my new motto for anybody who's ever having trouble with 3D modeling. Just chill out. You can solve any problem. It's literally a virtual object. You could turn it inside out. You could give it a cow print. You can do whatever you want. The world's your oyster. Go crazy. All right, I'm going to remove glass. These are glass sides, by the way. Okay, so we have the top panel. And I think we're going to start by just getting the basic shape down before I get too caught up in the details. That goes up, that goes up, that goes up, that goes up. Which means we're going to want to do this. Is that right? I hate that you can zoom that in. That's the worst. It's the worst realization I've ever had in my life. Why does it look like that? If we make it like a box on the sides, yeah, this could work. Okay, so we're going to go SX in just a little bit. We're going to go SY, bring it out quite a bit. Maybe about there. And we push in. That is our clock face, I think. We need to fit a circle in here. There is some room to play with. So actually, I should probably make the circle before I get too attracted to anything. So let's do that. Haha, we're thinking now. So we want to make a clock face to stick in here, which means we're going to grab a cylinder. We're going to turn it 90 degrees. We're going to give it a lot of faces because we don't want to see any of these little bad boys. So I'm going to say 48 is probably my perfect amount. I could live with this. This looks all right. This can work. This can work. This can work. That looks pretty good. Okay, get it a little bit away from the front glass. How close to the front glass is it? It's pretty close. That looks pretty good by my standards. Big asterisks by my standards. SY. GY. Now, the way that it looks is it has these edges. I was about to say articulate again. There is an edge there, an edge down. Goes around off the top of my head. How we want to do this is go bada boom. Bada boom. This is going to work. This is going to work. This is actually going to work. Do I care about the back at all? I don't think I do. I don't think I care too much about the back at all. Dare I say that's correct? Dare I say that's right? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if this works. I have a feeling this will definitely work. I have a feeling this is gonna work. That's pretty good looking. Yeah, yep. We're here. Yep. Let's do it. Okay, cool. So, merge by distance, get rid of 192. That's a lot of faces. Pop that in. We look at the back of this, and there's kind of nothing for us to think about back here, which means that this guy can actually come back a little bit so that we can put the pendulum right through that. Come back to this. Oh, we're in business now. We are in business. New thought. New thought. Got a new thought. Let's get into here. Let's dissolve this face, because I think I can make a better bevel if I apply it in a different way. So I'm going to go all the way around. Sure, that'll do. All the way up, and we go for it. Oh man, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Please, I need you to work. I need you to work. Please, please work. Here we go, moment of truth. Okay, so wait, it has to be way higher. Oh, it's so close to working. So close. Okay. It does look cool, is what it does. So we're going to go even higher. How high can we go? I don't know. Oh! Look at that! Oh, she's beautiful. Wow. We've done it. Okay, that's ugly. That's a bit ugly. It's a bit of an ugly one. Oh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so let's fix some of this disgustingness. Oh, there's no way. Not with what I'm doing right now. No way. So we're going to not fix that, is what we're going to do. And instead, we're going to come down here and pull all of this down to a point that we can handle, which is probably that right there. All right. Now, if that's not a grandfather clock, I don't know what is. How much time do we have? We have an hour? Not bad. We're doing this. I'm getting this thing to work. So, what's the last few pieces of the puzzle? What really matters, I think, from this point forward... Wow, I have to fix this. I do actually have to fix this. I could just not. I could just not fix it and just have an in-gun. What am I doing? This is such a bad idea. Don't do this. If you're following this as a guide, please don't do what I just did. It's such a bad idea. I'm just lazy, and I know I'm not going to use this for any actual, like, production thing, so... Don't do what I did. Don't do what I just did. Sure. Problem solved. Oh, it doesn't even help it. Wait, why are there little vertices here? That doesn't make sense. Get out of here. I dissolved you. Okay, that one got dissolved. That's weird. Why are there vertices? Strange. I don't know why that was there. Perfect. But that one is good. Full around. And now we get to do this guy. So, the way that it looks is it looks like this. Apply some scale. Extrude in. And then we're going to go ahead and pop this guy out just a little bit. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. There we go. That looks pretty solid to me. I think that looks like a clock. Do we want to do anything fancy on the top? I always kind of hated the worst thing ever, because I was a climber when I was a kid. I was always just like getting all over the place. And you would go up to the top of a grandfather clock and it would just be a bowl. And I was always so annoyed that they didn't like do something up here, like make something interesting inside of here. They're just like, you don't see it. It just collects dust. Who cares? That always drove me nuts. I hated that as a kid. That was my least favorite thing about grandfather clocks. Of my myriad of things that I hated about grandfather clocks, that was the biggest thing. Just weird. Weird that there's just a bowl in here. Why would you do that? So I guess, am I going to channel it, or am I going to be the change I want to see? I think I'm going to be the change I want to see. I'm going to put something cool up there. I'm going to satisfy my inner boy. Whoa, there's a lot of little divisions there. My inner little boy is going to be very pleased with myself today. That sounds weird if you say it too quickly. All right. 8 vertices, not half bad. We can put 2 panels right here, I think. Yeah, for sure. We're going to do that. Do we want to put a panel in the middle? There is like a double panel weird looking thing. Let's try that. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I just went through the trouble of having to stop this. I just went through all this trouble. Am I really just going to do this? I just went through all this trouble. Why would I do this to myself? Let's go ahead and dissolve you, and now we can do it again. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so we'll do you, and then we're going to bevel you in a very specific pattern. We need to bevel you... only with a 1? Hello. Hello, where are you? Boom. Boom, look at that. Look at that little baby boy. Now that looks a lot better. I should be doing that for all of them all the way across. Actually, that probably wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world for me to do, but I'm not going to do it because I'm lazy. So instead, we're going to grab these two, and we're going to put a group. Put a group down for them, and go like this. Extrude along normal to make these little faces. apply scale, and then we're going to go ahead and put a bevel on them, but not the center line. Do, 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 do. Does that look bad? No, it looks good. Hey, okay, we're in business. In fact, I kind of hate it. Sorry. No, I don't. I don't like it. We're gonna do it again. 1, 2. This time we're gonna go down to 4, and I'm gonna match here. Just a little tiny scoop in there. Little tiny baby. Just a tiny baby. All right. 0.035 is going to be the key, I think. And we'll do the exact same thing I did last time. And this one should look a lot better. Now that still doesn't look that good. All right. I'm sick of doing this over and over and over again. We're just going to do it the right way one time and be done. Is the geometry going to be the worst thing in the world? Yes, it is, but it'll be worth it, I think, in the end. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bevel you. Should I have done it differently? Yes, I should have. We're going to bevel you all the way over to here. There we go. Why am I missing one? What is that missing one? What is this missing one here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's got a curve, which means that it's not taking super well. So what I need to do is make sure that the one that I'm actually ending on is the straight one. So it's going to be that one right there. Otherwise, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. This guy's done. For anybody who grew up with the Game Boy era, this is the ever so lovely Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy Color. I think it was the Game Boy Color. It might have been the original Game Boy. And it was just the most like mind-bending game I've ever played. Because you're like, oh, pinball. I know how pinball works, right? Pinball should be a very simple equation. And it's not. What they ended up doing is they made this like RPG inside of pinball, and Meowth was the worst character ever. You would get on these little special stages. So the way that it worked is you would go and play pinball, and you'd hit the map with like various things, and you would unlock a mystery Pokemon that you could then shoot a ball into a hole, and it'll take you to a new map, and you would try and like capture a Pokemon that's walking around. You're trying to hit him with the pinball. And Meowth was like one of the Pokemon that you could catch, and he would just fight your ball the whole time you're trying to catch him, and it was worst. And I have very fond memories of getting in the car with my parents. We would go on vacation, or who knows where we were going. We were just going to places, and I would just sit in the back and play my Game Boy all the time. That was kind of my big thing. And I remember dealing with that Meowth a lot. I remember hating that Meowth growing up. He was a real nuisance of a character. So, I don't know. I guess I got a spot in my heart for Meowth. And then in the new generation of Pokemon, he got the only good Gigantamax form. He turns into just a Longcat. Do 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 do. Bum, ba, dum, ba. What is going on here? Does that look all right? There's like a weird kink in here. Yeah, I don't love the way that looks. Should I have done this before I applied the other guy? Probably. Okay, you know what? I think this is done. I think I'm just going to call it right there. Do I want to play with the top at all? Yes, I do. I said I would. I'm going to. Okay, what are we going to do to the top of this guy is the real question. How are we going to make this interesting? Here's why clockmakers have never done this. It's because it's actually the hardest thing to think about in the world. Okay, so I'm going to start by just grabbing the edge and wrapping it down a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. That'll be a nice little wrap right there. Actually, that does not look bad at all. That looks kind of modern. Very Art Nouveau. This is a very Art Nouveau looking clock. How much time do I have? I have 45 minutes to really execute on this. I think we might have to call it then. I think I'm going to say I'm done. So let's go ahead and make the actual pendulum part. The part that we all want to see. Wow, that is very cool looking. So a pendulum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. How do I want to do this? I think at the end of the day, I'm going to make a pendulum and then I'm going to assign it to the center. And that's going to be probably the #1 thing that we have to do today. Other than that, I think we're kind of golden to do whatever we feel like. So let's start with a cylinder. 45 again will work. I know it's a little high poly, but all's well that ends well, I suppose. And for the sake of visual discretion, we need it to be smaller than the clock, because otherwise it's going to look weird. And I would say that is a good amount of density for this bad boy. We're going to go ahead and pop up a wire straight up. How many wires do we want to do? Maybe I'm going to do like a weird curved kind of thing. A curve would be cool. All right. I'm gonna do a curve. I'm gonna do a cool little curve, and we're just gonna live with it. So let's start with U. Apply scale. Pop on down. We're going to apply the front and the back of this guy. Like that. Thank you for the save, Tablet Genius. I'm going to take a drink of water and save. Mostly because I misread your save as a drink of water first, and then I realized how dry my lips were, and I decided let's go for it. I'm actually going to wait to do that. Looks great. Thank you. Tablet Genius, what have you been working on lately? What's the thing you've been doing? If I remember correctly, you say that you're new to 3D, right? Or relatively new to 3D? Although I could be mixing that up. It's possible. What's been the thing? All right, that looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna push this together as best as we can, grab into here, and we're gonna just do the exact same procedure we've been doing this whole day. It's a very bevel heavy sketch for sure. It does look like a good pendulum. Okay, I'm in. I am in. Now we got to make a pendulum that looks interesting enough. So I think the way we easily want to do this is with a Bezier. Okay, let's go ahead and throw a little bit of geometry on that. I think a 3 is fine. And we're going to set the resolution pretty high. Let's do a 36. Now we get down to edit, and we're going to just do some very simple edits to make this guy work. Okay, I got an idea. I have an idea for how I want to do this. I'm gonna try my best. I'm just gonna execute as good as I can on this bad boy. Okay, is this gonna work? I don't know. I don't know is the short answer. I'm creating existing buildings in Blender, but not entirely successful. What does that mean? You mean like real world places? That's probably exactly what you mean now that I'm actually sitting here and thinking about it. Okay, so this is the weird idea so far. Okay, so that, right, this is my weird little ticker. And now what I'm going to do is throw on a mirror modifier against, this is going to be called pend weights. And this is going to be called pend wire? Sure. It's not how you name things. Now, that's not exactly what I wanted. I did want them to flip. Ba-na, ba-na, ba-na. Like building 70s or 80s Soviet architecture? Like brutalist stuff is what you're saying. You're making brutalist structures? Because I love brutalism. You know, brutalism gets kind of a bad rap in the modern world. It's a shame. Brutalism is very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that a lot. Why is it going bad? What's so wrong with it? Okay, can I push... Oh, you can. Hold on. Hold on. What? I just made like a sausage. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, yeah. No. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I want to just like add thorns to this. I think a thorn is a cool motif for this guy. How would I begin doing that? I think I'm just going to add thorns pro bono. which is definitely how you use that word, and I will take no other indication for how you're supposed to say it. So I'm going to apply mirror. We're going to grab him. We're going to edit. You can't apply. Yeah, obviously. What am I thinking? Let's convert to a mesh. This isn't going to be the best thing in the world, but it'll get the job done. Oh, we goofed it. Oh, we goofed it. Tell you what, this will still work. This will still work. Yeah, we're still on yeah, okay. Boom. Chill. We're going to convert to a mesh. We're going to set object. We're going to set origin to 3D cursor. Hey, what's up, Grimo? How'd the rest of Chaos' stream go? You don't need to be an emissary if you don't want to, just curious. Okay, now we can do 180. Ooh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Kisses for this. You know, it does intersect a little bit, but I don't care. I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with this. Oh, when it comes up past here, that is such a cool look. Oh, that's it. We're here. This is it. This is the one. Boom. I mean, my experience is not enough to finish without big mistakes. So the way that I learned 3D modeling is not the way that I think a lot of people should learn. But I am pretty proud of the way that I learned 3D modeling. So I'll give what I can give. Not that you asked for it. What I really argue people do is practice your toolkit in a way that lets you make what you want to make fast. Like, you're definitely not going to make the world's best anything when you're first starting out. And so instead of doing that, what you want to do is prepare for a year down the line when you're going to be making stuff incredibly fast. And so if you're prepping, you're learning new techniques, you're getting your tools ready, the moment you're like, it's time to make blank, you have all these available tools to make blank, and you're just like fast as can be. That's the way I learned Blender. Not that that's the best way to do it, because I don't necessarily think it is. I think learning specifics is actually good for people. But it was a cool way to learn. It was definitely a really cool way to learn. And I'm pretty like proud of the way that like it worked out for me. I don't think I'm even close to being a good 3D modeler. I'm sure some people in chat will disagree, and that's very sweet of them. But it's not what I'm even trying to do right now. But I think my ability to go fast, giving myself 2 hours to make things, and actually like being able to do something cool in 2 hours is it. Really is like the energy for me. So anyway, that was unwarranted advice, but advice nonetheless. I forgot I had left that tab, was playing Genshin with friends. Hey. Who do you main in Genshin? Who is your Genshin main? Grimo. What I know about Grimo. Oh, Grimo, I never assigned you a mythical animal either. If I know anything about Grimo, I'm going to say Grimo is... You are into that little girl who is a zombie. She's got the tag on her forehead, and she's... I don't know what her name is. How did I know? How did I know? How did I know? Do I know you or do I know you? How did I know that? Wow, that was exceptional. That was a confidence booster right there. That was really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I messed this up a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead and put on a little bit of proportion. Oh, that's gross, actually. I wanted that to look a lot cooler than it does. I think we're going to need a lot more detail to make this work, and if that's the case, I'm not doing it. That's kind of cool. Does it fit the mood? I don't know if it fits the mood, but it is cool, and I like it too much to let it go, so we're going to leave it like that. Why not? Why not? This is already going to be the most, like, expensive asset I've made in a hot minute, so who cares? It's already ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead and push all that out. I'm still stoked I was able to call your Genshin character. I think that says a lot about my perception. I think I'm stoked on that one. There we go. That's kind of awesome looking. In a dumb way, it looks kind of awesome. I don't love it because the whole thing should be shaped like a flower. Duh. Clearly. Clearly the whole thing should be shaped like a flower. Clearly the whole thing should be shaped like a flower. Oh no. Okay, so you two are the big struggle. So let's do you right away. Boom, boom. Boom. We're gonna look at you flat on and grab the exact same one. Look at you flat on, grab the exact same one, which is this one. And now we can bring all of those in using a sharp to make a nice, beautiful flower. Hey, what's up, Farron? Long time no see. How you been? On vacation? Can't be mad about that. That's pretty awesome. Was it a good vacation? Did you have fun? Where'd you go? You know what? Let's just say screw our divisions. We're going for it today. It's a beautiful little flower. I'm not going to let it go by. We're here. Okay, are we going over today? We might be going over today. I don't know. We have a lot there's a lot that I really want to do. Let's make a little thorn for this bad boy. So I'm going to grab myself a cylinder of 24. Yes, my mom's house at the beach was nice, friends, and good food. Mom's house? No, you're good. No worries. That's awesome. How often do you visit? What's the frequency for you? Doesn't need that much. We'll say 7 is probably perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and scooch you on over. A little GX on over to here. We're going to go ahead and pop you on down using a sharp. I don't want a sharp. Do I want a smooth? Why does it look like that? Why does it look so weird? What? Why does it look so weird? What is happening? Huh, that doesn't make any sense to me. Let's do a linear then. And I'm going to drop it down to like 0.01. Visit her each 2 or 3 weeks. That's awesome. Good for you. It's good to have a good relationship with your mom. I think that's a crucial part of being human. Why is this so bad? You know what? There's a way easier way for me to do this. I'm just going to do it the easy way. Clearly. Clearly, we're just going to do it the easy way. Whoa, chill. Okay, we can go up to 7. We're going to go ahead and merge all these bad boys together. And we're going to make a little guy. That looks pretty good to me. Now we can grab the top of it. This is it. This is it, folks. This is why we're all here. It's for these beautiful little moments. Hey, what's up, T? Welcome back. How's Saf's stream going? Bum bum ba bum 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 bum. I love how nice everybody is in chat. Everyone's so nice. Technical issues, so they're going to try another day? Got it. That is par for the course, honestly. Okay, so here's going to be just the most obnoxious process in the world, but it is going to be cool when we're done. So let's push it all together. Is that the world's loudest truck? What is going on? There's just a guy outside my window losing his mind. You know what I want? I want all of this gone. Thank you. I don't know where the plant motif came from, but I do kind of live for it. Fine and tired. Are you a nap kind of guy? Do you prefer naps? Or are you one of these people that hates naps? Like myself. I said it like I was accusing you, but I also hate naps. They make me feel real weird afterwards. That is such a cool look. Oh, we've done it. Had a long nap today? Okay, that's good. Do you feel like you've been hit by a bulldozer because of the nap? This looks so good. Since when was I proud of my own work? I'm usually pretty proud of my work, so there's the joke, I guess. Dizzy for the rest of the day? That's a shame. Go take a bath. A bath will help. Look how beautiful she looks. Oh, we still gotta make a clock face, so I'm not loving it. Coffee helps too. Well, there you go. So when it comes time to make the clock face, I'm not super thrilled about how I'm gonna do this, but I do have a method. You know what? I want to just go like that. I would like if the thorns kind of went down a little bit on one side. Panama. Oh, beautiful, beautiful baby girl. Looks great. Thank you. Thank you very much. This was not supposed to be a good sketch, but I guess I can't ever plan on what's good or bad. Every time I 3D model, it's like I'm casting wild magic. It's just a matter of whatever the fates have in store for me. So I just kind of got to go with it. Are you using some reference images? I was for the base clock over here, but for these thorns and stuff, no. I'm just kind of going off the cusp. I actually didn't even have any idea that I wanted to do a nature theme until I accidentally made this flower. So it was not my intention to make something that looked like this originally. But I am proud of it. Just a happy little accident, as we say. I've had a couple of people in chat say that I'm the Bob Ross of 3D modeling, which I don't agree with, but it has been a thing that has been said quite a bit. So we're just going to call this a happy little accident. Now, I kind of like how sparse these thorns look. I think I'm kind of cool with how few of them there are. Because ideally, I want to put one right here. But I think I'm going to deny myself that right. I think thinking about things a little bit more organically means I have to embrace random. So we're going to call that done. Boy, she looks good. 3D modeling is so hard to do. What's up, Fox Creative Gaming? What's so hard about 3D modeling? It's all just patience at the end of the day. Yep. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to join all these together. So we have one mesh. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to before I join them, and I'm going to paste. Perfect. Hold on. Something got messed up. Oh, I didn't grab one of them. I understand. We're going to join. We're going to copy. We're going to go back. That's what I hear a lot of people say about it when they are trying to do it. I suppose it's tedious. What is happening? Like, it's definitely tedious. I don't think it's hard. What I'm doing right now is obnoxious because I don't know what I'm doing. Now, all of that is one mesh, correct. So I can copy you, go back, unmerge, and paste. And now I have an object that has everything. Yes, perfect. Cool. Tedious is everything when you try to do the best. I agree with that. I agree with that a lot. We're going to say this is Pendulum. We're going to make a Pendulum backup collection. Pinned backup. I think organic modeling is easy for me, but hard surface modeling drives me nuts. Wow, I could not be more the opposite of you. You give me a hard surface, I'm like, cool, we're here. You give me a, you're like, go make a cow, it's over. I don't know why I'm saying cows a lot. I'm like hung up on I'm a Cup of Joe, I guess. I have a little crush on I'm a Cup of Joe, so Just kind of what I talk about a lot. All right, so that should be pretty good. We can just get rid of that. Now we have this one model. A cube is our top, so we'll call you clock top. Clock top, drop top. This is clock face. Can't be that mad at what we're looking at here. And we got our glass. Looks a little weird, but I like it. The clock is my aesthetic too. Yeah, for sure. I feel the same way. I don't love these legs the more I'm looking at them. The fact that they're rounded like that looks kind of unprofessional to me. So let's fix that. Actually looks a lot better. I have to put off doing hard surface modeling for a long time, but I go start on a project so I can learn more about it. I'm trying to model a full apartment. There you go. Okay, so I'm assuming you're a sculptor by default, right? Because if you're a poly modeler organic guy and you don't like hard surface, I'm going to be like, I don't understand how you learn to do that. If you're a sculptor, that makes perfect sense. Looks a lot better. Boom. Cool. Okay. I'm going to put off the hardest part of this. You do poly modeling organic stuff? How is that a thing? What? Like, I get that you can do that technically, but like, how did you learn to do that while avoiding hard surface? Just a strange that way? I guess. Seems that way. More power to you. I mean, being weird is kind of the name of the game nowadays. Weird people dominate the earth. Weird people have kind of taken over. Okay, so we're looking at something weird, and I'm trying to figure out where it comes from. It's this, right? No. It's this, right? No? Where are you? I'm going to say 7 is an okay amount for that, but why is it so streaky? Why are you streaking so much? It's the diagonals, isn't it? I learned organic modeling a long, long time ago when ZBrush was not a thing. What did you use? What was your program? Because that'll tell a lot about it. I find hard surface modeling just to be infinitely easier, but that's just my own preference. Nothing weird about that. 3D Studio Max. Is this model only for the challenge, or will you use it for something else? I am fairly certain I will not use this model for anything other than Inktober, but I am liking it more and more as I go, so it's possible I'll use it for something. But I kind of doubt it. I don't think I care too much about this guy. Let's see here. When it comes to my models, I always get a little... I always get kind of weirdly nostalgic about my models, and I keep them. I have them in a nice little archive on my computer. So very likely I will use all of them eventually. But, like, I have no plans of this going into a game or anything like that. To answer your question as formally as I possibly can. I don't love the way that wood looks, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't love the way this looks, but I'm really not here trying to make a brand new piece of wood. So I think we're going to stick with that. Did I have it all correct the first time? I think I did have it all correct the first time. I think I should have just accepted what I was doing. Yeah, we had it fine. Don't change a good thing. Don't change a good thing if you don't have to. Sure. We got little weird knotted wood. Let's look at the top just to make sure the panels look right. Sure, that'll do just fine. It's not my favorite looking wood, but problem solved. Next. These guys. Glass front, glass back. Let's grab you. Let's grab both of you. Let's separate by loose parts. Which didn't work? Or did it work and it placed it up here? No, it didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, it's because there's a mirror, obviously. My bad. My bad. Hold on. Apply the mirror. Grab you. Come into here. Now we separate by loose parts. To be honest, I did not do hard surface modeling because it looked hard to do, so I never really gave it a try, but now I'm doing it. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Well, good. I think a lot of 3D stuff ends up being a lot easier than people expect. It's just a matter of getting comfortable with it. It's just tedious, right? I think when I was growing up, for just to be super selfish and talk about myself, when I was growing up, I really hated tedium. I was one of those kids that got bored super easily. I'd get bored at the slightest inconvenience, and I was always just trying to do new things, new things, new things. And I never really learned to like work hard. I was smart. I could do anything. I could solve any problem one time. And if you asked me to do it 100 times in a row, I would give up. I was terrible. I was not consistent. I lacked consistency as a child. And that carried with me into adulthood pretty hard. Like my ability to like focus on a task is not great. So that's something that I've learned later in life is to how to focus. That's how you speak. But yeah, that's definitely been like my hardest thing to learn in life is getting over boredom. Because man, I get bored so easily. But that's just part of life. You got to learn to chill out and not get obsessed with the little details about things. So, yeah, I can understand not liking tedium. Can I get your input on one of the sections for my scene for the apartment I'm working on? Okay, so I'm going to give you a big caveat here. My input depends on if you can explain it here in chat or if I have to look at a reference image. If I have to look at a reference image, I cannot help you right now. If you can just say it and I can just give you a verbal assistance, of course, absolutely, no problem. Okay, let's go ahead and add a little bit of fun to this guy. Let's go ahead and throw on a noise texture. That's what I wanted, a point density. No, a noise texture. A noise texture with a color ramp. On the roughness. The roughness was set originally to 0.2. We're going to have another one set to maybe 0.7. I'm a little inclined to try and change the clear coat as well. So I will, is the short of that one. And we're going to pop you in here, and we're going to pop you out on object coordinates. Please don't crash. I just did it. I did the dumb thing. Are we good? We're good. There we go. Okay, don't do the dumb thing. Just let it happen. Please don't crash. Okay, done. Okay, so we got all these little smudgy marks on the glass. We're going to make it pretty small. We're going to make these smudges all over the place. Little smudges all over the place. That looks so good. I'm going to give it a 0.75. It'll be hard to explain something you need to see if you know something is wrong with it. If you would like, jump into our Discord, and we have a lot of really fine folk who will help you, including myself, when I'm not streaming. But while I'm here, I can't really focus too much on other things. It's not my specialty. I will put it that way. Multitasking and me are not best friends. This is what I wanted to see. But yeah, if you want to post it in the Discord and ask your question, like for real, go for it. For real. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, let's go ahead and pop on down, and let's say that looks... Oh, that looks great. That looks really good. What I'm ultimately trying to solve here is a lot of little things. Yeah, we got this mega smudgy glass. There we go. There we go. We got these, just these little smudges all over the place. Let's put on maybe a little bit of a B-spline because I want this to be more gradual. It's kind of hard. I kind of wish there was a button here that said like up the resolution between the gradients, but obviously that's not a thing. Also, the glass is two-sided, which I'm now realizing is a huge problem, but oh well. Yeah, that's perfect looking glass. That is perfect. Now, I'm gonna do the dumb thing. Oh, thank you for the shout out on the the Discord. Huge help. Thank you, T. I'll see what I can do for you when I am done streaming. All right, let's throw on a layer weight with a facing and an HSV far. This is going to be it. We're going to make rainbow glass as per the norm. When are we not making rainbow glass? What you want to do is throw a little bit of this smudge on the normal to get those like really bright lines showing. And that should look... Yeah, almost there. You're going to want this as your setup. Oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I'm going to add just a little bit of metallic to it. We got some leaded glass, because that's a thing that used to happen. And I'll go down to like a 0.4 and a 0.6. And we'll say that we are cruising for a bruising. There we go. Beautiful rainbow glass. Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. That's some glass right there. All right. All right. Now we're going to make a mirror. Let's make a really hard mirror. This should be the easiest thing I've ever done. It's metallic, no roughness, clear coat, no sheen, no specular. Yeah, that works. What? It's not reflecting anything. What? Is it not going to reflect anything? Why doesn't it reflect anything? Is that a... All right, let's save real quick. Is that a Eevee problem? That is an Eevee problem. Oh no. We have a vampire mirror. Boy, I don't love working in cycles, but that does seem like a fair case for cycles. Okay, you know what? I'm going to keep it like that just for now. We'll come back to this later. Next up, we need the actual pendulum part. I'm going to go out of my way to say that this is just a very simple gold. Clearly. Maybe the gold is a little bit less saturated. And maybe it's a little bit rougher than that. So we're going to lower this down quite a bit. I dig it. I dig it pretty hard. I don't love the way these curves look, but it's fine. I suppose that's an easy fix if I'm really sitting here and thinking about it, but I'm not going to do it right now. Oh, it does look gorgeous. Doesn't she just look gorgeous? Okay, so focus. What I need to do is really nail down the last little bit of this. We're over time by a slight margin, but honestly, that's not the worst thing in the world. We're pretty close to being done with this guy. So if we go over time, I was really dedicated to the 2-hour mark, but I think the 2-hour mark does not matter. It looks really amazing. Well, thank you. I'm feeling pretty confident about what we've made today. Okay, we're going to call this clock face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that completely. We're going to set the roughness to 0.4. Maybe 0.3. And we're going to give it no saturation, so it's going to be a nice silver face, maybe even a little bit of a pink undertone. Just to match sort of the flower aesthetic. I really want to put like a candle up here. I think that's like the look, but I'm not going to make a candle because that's not what I signed up for today. What I really want to do, what I'm really here for right now is grab this pendulum. We're going to go to edit. We're going to check our object of origin, which it looks like it's down there. So we're going to do a little bit of that. And now what I can do is grab that and push it back up to where we like it. Netflix just dropped a new season of a show I like. What's the name of the show? What are we looking forward to? All right, here we go. Moment of truth. We're going to go ahead and do 180 frames because that is Instagram safe by my standards. We're going to check our frame rate, make sure the frame rate is good. I forgot to add bloom onto my last render. That's a big me problem. Is you the one where it's the guy who is like stalking the girl? He like pretends to be something. I don't know. It's like a guy. It's stalkers, right? Okay, pendulum. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to rotate you one direction. Yes. Yes, I have heard of this. I don't know how I feel about a show like that, but it's kind of an interesting concept. Okay, at 90, we're going to hit up -4. And at 181, we're going to hit up 4. And now what I need to do is check my interpolation mode and make sure that it is cubic? Cubic sounds right to me. Okay, cubic's too hard. Cubic's just a little bit too hard for what we're up to. Sinusoidal. Way too hard. What on earth? Is it just going to be a Bezier? There we go. Okay. There we go. Seems okay to me. Seems a-okay to me. I'm almost thinking it should be faster, but I'm thinking the way that this loop is going to work is pretty fast. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab our dimensions and set the frame rate to 60. So this is only 3 seconds long. There you go. That's what that'll look like. Now it looks a little faster than I like. Do I want to do that? Let's grab our pendulum. Let's bring it down to 120. 120 might get the job done. So we'll say in frame 120. Yeah, it looks pretty good. That's pretty all right to me. Yeah. Does it look perfect? No. But it's cool. It's very cool. It's got cool energy. There's a lot of empty space here, which you wouldn't have in a clock. I guess this one has a lot of empty space. I don't know. I'm not that beat up about it. I don't care. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's go ahead and make the actual clock. So first things first, I'm going to want to have 2 little clock faces. So let's get rid of our glass. Let's go ahead and throw on a plane of 90 degrees. Do I think this is going to work? I think this is going to be great. I think this might actually be perfect. I think this might be perfect. Hold on. Z is going to be set to the correct Z. Just like that. Perfect. Make sure it sits pretty flush against the surface. And let's do this. So what I want is you to come down, you to come up. Perfect. This should work. This should work. This should do it. Okay. How close to the top is that? Okay, so this is my hour hand. This is going to be my hour hand. Dunzos. Okay, so now we grab the whole thing. We go apply scale. Okay, so you can't do that, which is weird. What? All right, a better way to do this, I think, would be to do this. Just thinking as creatively as I can here about how to solve this problem. Yeah, that didn't work. Just go ahead and grab all those, dissolve all those. Put one down, divide you in half. Merge those two. Do I care about the hand any more than this? I don't think I care too much. I think that's about as good as I need it to be. Merge by distance. Let's throw on a little bit of smooth to get it feeling a little bit more real. Man, that is not going to work, is it? Actually, it looks pretty okay. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. This is done. This is not going to matter in the end. You're never going to see this. You are literally never going to see this. Why am I stressing it so much? Okay, same thing, but for the hour. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. Let's delete all those vertices. Let's grab all this. Let's dissolve it. Make just a single looking cool thing. That'll do. Up we go. Now we're going to have a very dedicated looking little pointer here. Just a little guy. Just a little dude. And we're just going to go ahead and give him a merge at center, and we should be Gucci gang. I can't believe I just said that. We're all just going to pretend that didn't just happen. There we go. Apply some scale, grab all of these, and give it that nice classic bevel that we all love. Welcome to my bevel build. Look at that. Gorgeous. The only thing I'm going to say is that you need to be a little bit smaller. Look at that. Oh, she's beautiful. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy. Now we pick a time that we like. Whatever time that is, that's the time I like. I'm so confident in it that I know what it is. Hand minutes. This is going to be my hand hour. And hand hour is going to get ever so slightly in front of hand minute. Good time. Yeah, you know, everyone's favorite time. This. It's not even a real time. It's like 1:59, but over the 2 mark somehow. You know. And I hate to be the guy who's like obsessed with realism, but I am. So here's what we're doing. Guy who's trying to make a cartoony art style for himself is obsessed with realism. The joke is not lost on me. Now we can go and just pull you forward. Perfect. We'll go ahead and apply scale. We'll come into here and we'll go ahead and just stick to the build and do a little bevel. Oh. All right. That looks pretty okay by my standards. Now we'll go ahead and shade them. And here's what I'm going to say. This little center cork guy gets the gold, obviously. This little guy is going to get cosine pearl. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to get clock face, copy, hour. And when I think of hours, I think of a bright red. Like a nice, deep, emotional red. Because I'm an hourly kind of guy. And when I think of this face, I think of a black. So we're going to do like a nice onyx looking kind of thing. So minute, we're going to give it like a purpley black, beautiful kind of look. Here we go. So I'll just make sure to get an angle like that when I take the picture of it. And the more I'm sitting here and looking at this clock face, the less I like the pink. Sure, that's going to be our clock face right there. No, it's got to be light. 0.6, very light. And honestly, this would be a lot bigger. And this would be quite a bit bigger. Those look bad. Not gonna lie, those are the worst parts of this whole build. I don't care too much to change them at this point, but they do not look that great. Okay, next up, we're going to get into the UV, the last little bit. So let me open up Inkscape, because I'm a poor man. Little old Inkscape, and we're going to make the clock face. I'm looking at how a clock face looks, and there's a lot of weird information on here. Bum, 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 I can live with this. Okay, let's do this. Let me show off my screen. We're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a little circle, which looks weird because we've messed up how circles work in this. Somehow. Why are you like this? Why do you look like that? I'm trying very hard not to accidentally rotate my display because that does happen. There we go. Clock face, done. There he is. So we need 12 times, and the times need to be sequenced correctly with a good font. So let's start with 12, because 12 is going to be the font that I think determines what everything looks like the best. And I'm going to say it obviously needs to be serifed. That looks pretty good. Terrible. Terrible. Ooh. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. I like it. It's kind of bad. I do like it. It's kind of bad. No, I kind of want the bottom and top touching. Terrible. I should know more about fonts than I do. I spend a lot of time looking at fonts, but I just don't care enough to like put effort into it. Times New Roman is so boring. So we're going with Cambrian Math or whatever it's called. Cambrian Math it is. Okay, so here's what we're up to. I need to basically build a fictitious array on this guy. So I'm going to copy you. This is going to end in tears. This is not going to be a good idea. This is going to end in absolute tears. I already know it. All right. Okay, you, and the circle all need to be aligned correctly. Get rid of this filter editor. This thing is disgusting. Perfect. Now you and you and you need to be distributed this way. Does that look okay? That looks terrible. Oh, what am I doing? All right, you know what? We're gonna do sizing stuff in just a moment. Let's just get it bound in the correct pattern first. Now, for those of you who are good with Inkscape, I'm aware that you can do, like, put around the circle, but I'm not about to sit here and learn how to do this, like, in this very moment. Okay, so we need, like, a... Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that'll do. We're gonna do very quick math to make this work. What? Why did that not work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grab you, distribute. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you, and distribute. What? What is happening? What am I missing? Oh, are you gonna make me do it by hand? I don't want to do it by hand. I'm gonna do it by hand. He said as he does it by hand. He says as he does it by hand. I will do it. I will do this by my own hands. Okay, so the goal at the end of the day is to just have something that we feel What? Why are you upside down? What? Why is that one upside down? Did I do that? Transform. What happened? Flip vertically. That was weird. In what world? In what world was that a thing? Alright, I'm gonna do it all manually. I don't care. At this point, I'm over it. We're so far done at this point that I just want it to work. You know what? Tablet Genius out here having fun, and I can't blame you. We're all about fun around here. We're all about that serious kind of fun too, the really boring kind of fun. 7 is unbelievably large. That's not how 7 looks, is it? Is 7x IIXX? Hold on. No, it's got 3 on the end of it. That's weird. Okay, cool. Well, that's that. Done. Let's grab one of you and put you directly in the center of this guy. And then we're going to take you and push you up. And we're going to retype you, but I need to make sure that you're actually centered because they're not actually centered. Sure. Whatever. Whatever, dude. What a program. 7 must be 2. Oh, I'm talking about 8. Sorry. 8. The number 8. 8 really does look like this. Okay. Now we can go ahead and make this smaller. Eight. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that little tabulation there. That helped a lot. Ready era. Whoa, don't change my font. Don't do that. Ready era time works. Is how we'll do that. And we'll go crazy because I'm a weirdo. No, you helped a lot. That was good. You don't need to say sorry about that at all. Very pleased you did that. Now, just looking at... Nope. We're going to take it. We're going to do it like that. Now, unfortunately, canvas orientation is a thing that I always end up messing up because of Blender. Thank you, Blender. Sure, that'll do. Does it look good? No, not at all. Let's export this to my desktop. I'm playing Vine Worlds right now. Let's not talk about it. I have mixed opinions on Vinny of the Vine Sauce. He's a streamer that is very lovely. The chosen area to be exported is invalid. What? What do you mean it's invalid? All right, back to Blender. So we're here. We're at the clock face. We're going to take you and we're going to say image texture, open up our desktop bitmap, and you should be correct. It should look like this. Hello? Just nothing? Why is there nothing? Okay, it's non-colored data, that's why. So what I really need to do is grab... Oh, I've made my job very hard. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, I should have just gone off of gold. Why don't I just go off of gold? I will just go off of gold. Okay, goodbye. You're gonna be gold, copy. Oh, this is gonna work really well. This is now clock 2. Okay, we're very close to this working. Very, very close to this working. Let's put in our image texture. Open up our boy. I'm going to say that it's non-color data. And we just got to get it to work. So what we want to do is find the difference between these two until we see it. Which will be a lot easier in this setup. Nothing? Nothing. Oh, obviously, I don't have UV set up. Clearly, I don't have my UV set up. I'm like trying my best to figure out what's going on here. Clearly. Okay, so everything is now selected. And we're going to project based off of view. Oh, why have I done it like this? Yeah, the texture was behind the face. You got it exactly. And then we're just going to edit our UV. She's not loving what she's doing right now. Let's go ahead and get out of rendered view for just a moment. That should speed things up quite a bit. I kind of wish I could center this. Can I center this? No. Centering would be a huge boon to me right now. Problem with this is I'm going to have a weird amount of overlap that I don't want. Boy, I wish I could see what I was doing at all. What a helpful feature this is. Something tells me that's just about perfect. Let's try that. Okay, so we have non-color data going in here. I'm just going to use the regular color data again. Might need to use a transparency mask. Might need to actually edit my texture, and I'm editing my texture. Okay. I'm going to edit the texture. Let's grab this guy. Let's fill him with white. Now the clock is filled with white, and I can export it one more time. And now we're going to go back to Blender. We're going to reopen the brand new one. Thank you. Okay, we're here. There we go. Ready our time works. That's what you like to see, a really badly made clock. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Perfect. This is it. That's what I'm talking about. That was the fix right there. Perfect. Get me out of edit mode. Go back to our shader nodes, and we're done. Yes! Is it an ugly looking clock? Yes, it is. But it's my clock. I made it. Okay, so. Perfect. It's what you like to see for sure. Now we got some glitter on the gold, which is a good look for me. Honestly, I can't be too upset with what we're looking at here. This is pretty cool. It's not great, but it is cool. And now we have a gradient between these two that looks nice. Oh, I can't be upset with this. She's so cool looking. Okay. Dunzos. Metallic is set up correctly. This is set up correctly. Let's get a color that we like. You know what? I kind of do want it to be like a romantic, interesting kind of color. So we're gonna do like that. Oh, the ugliest clock you've ever seen in your entire life. Everything looks great except for the clock face. And she goes. We did it. We've done it. All right. I think I'm going to call it there. I think I'm over it. I think she's pretty cool looking. She's got rainbow glass. She's got a little thorny rose. She's got a clock face. She's got a good, decent enough set of wood. I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're done worrying about this. Let's go ahead and choose a time that we like. A little bit more of an acceptable time. That is 3:42. It's I, your favorite e-girl. Hello. Hello, my favorite e-girl. Spirit of chaos in my chat. Welcome to the very end of stream. I am known as e-girl bait. She is great. She is great. We do love her in this household. Okay, and we put the glass back on. I just saw it. It was 3 hours in. You know how it goes. Yeah, you're beautiful too, Walorv. You're very beautiful. Walorv, your entrance makes me think that you are a boy, or if that's offensive, then a trans woman, depending on where you are in that. You hit on me the way that gay guys hit on me, so I think I've figured you out. You are a guy? Yeah, that sounds about right. That makes about perfect sense to me. I kind of got a good radar for it. Not gay? That's fine. Everyone's a little gay at the end of the day. Everyone's got a little gay in them. I'm going to say that's all right. She's like a little boring with like no background. Like I should have made a wall or something for her to sit on. Should I make a wall for her to sit on? I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Wow. Well, Lorb is the memer of chat for sure. Am I really going to make a floor for it? You know what? I'll make a floor. Sure. I'm not going to make a wall. I think the wall's way too crazy for me, but I will make we'll make a floor. Well, Lorb, something tells me you have this is your second account. Something tells me you have a primary account. Whether you've been on this channel with it or not, I don't know, but you something tells me this is your burner account. What is that on the top? Why do we have some weird artifact on the top? What's up there? What is this? Oh, it's the little pillars. Why is that? I don't know. Just sensing your energy. Figuring it out. Figuring it out? What am I saying? You just you got a vibe, and I'm reading it. Well, it's not the memer account. It's fair. You're pretty normal on this one. Yeah, you have normal vibes to me. You strike me as someone who's totally normal. Nothing weird. Get this floor out of here. Why is there like a weird thing up here? What is this? Do I have a double? Oh, I do. If it doesn't show up in the render, I don't care. I'm done. I'm done thinking about it. Let's add a camera. Let's go into the camera. Let's turn on our view. You can thank Joe for this. Okay, now let's go into pre-render. Let's turn this plane back on. We should make this white, I think. Okay, so clock face definitely needs to be super bright. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay, so this right here is going to be glowing a little bit because why else would I not do this? I don't know. We're already in like insane mode at this point. Might as well go crazy. I want to learn how to render. All right. Go ahead. Why? What do you want to make? What's the goal? What would be the goal for Walorv to 3D model? What would you have at the end of your 3D modeling experience? You're too bored to. Okay. You know what? Walorv, you're a real conundrum is what you are. Your dream is to make a game? Make a game. There's nothing stopping you. Let's do a control zoom. Oh, chill, 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 chill. Control, really slow control zooms. We're gonna get this guy perfect. Boom. Now, if that wasn't control, I don't know what is. And now we can remove this. And we're gonna do the floor. And then we're done. We're done, we're done, we're done. This is tile. I am out. Good night. Okay. Nice short stay from Walorv. See you later. It's the kind of chaos we expect around here. All right. It's fair, I guess. Now I have an idea of where you live. So all the pieces are coming together. Ciao. Let's do a little brick texture. This can work. So we're gonna do no offset. We have what should be squares, but they're not really squares. Now they're squares. Scale is gonna get massive. Okay. All right. All right. Go to sleep. Me staying for whole stream? Tablet genius, honestly. MVP over here. MVP of the day. Tablet genius, is this okay? Genuine question. I don't know how to ask this without feeling like a weirdo, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. Is this stream like good for learning? Like, are you learning anything from all of this? Because that would be pretty dope if you did. I'd be pretty pleased with myself if somebody learned from my stream. You think yes? Well, that's lovely. Can't be too disappointed with that. What? What is happening? Oh, there we go. Now there's some pieces. I just want like a crusty looking little floor. There we go. Perfect. And the mortar size needs to be dropped just a little bit. Mortar smooth can go up a little bit. And we're going to do the exact same thing up here. Actually, I don't even need to do that. We're going to put a color ramp up here with this guy for the 2 tiles. And the bunny ears are falling off, so they're getting out. If I forget something, I can rewatch point of view. That's good. I am pleased to be a source like that. It's kind of my whole goal, is to be useful in this crazy godforsaken world of ours. Nope, we definitely need a different Musgrave for this. Definitely need a different one for you. Detail is high, dimension is pretty low. And scale is going to be like out of this world. Sure, that'll do. Do I want any more than this? That feels all right to me. This feels all right to me. It's not my favorite looking thing in the world, but it feels all right to me. So we're going to copy and paste this up. And we're going to just do a little variation on it to make sure that everything looks good. All right, almost there. Almost done. So the way that we're going to end up doing this is I am going to grab a brand new guy here. Not you. Brand new guy here. Pop you up. The mortar honestly can just be black. I don't care. And now we just do this. This should do. This should do. So we want really cool looking lines for this guy. So let's get something that looks impressively interesting. Looks all right. Not that, not you. You. I'm doubting this. I'm doubting what I'm doing right now. I'm doubting this a lot. I think we want to Yes, this is better. Much better. This is going to look really weird, isn't it? I've made something very strange today. Think I've made something weird. Okay, I don't know about this. What we're gonna do is add ourselves a hue saturation. Do we have bias somewhere here? Bias is not that strong. Okay, that looks kind of insane. That looks a little better. Okay, we're gonna stick with that. Maybe lower the saturation a little bit. And now we need the bias to be less random. How do I make it less random? We just screwed ourselves. We just did it. We just messed up. Do I care this much? I think I don't care this much. At this point, I think I'm over it. Do I care? Do I care at all about the way this thing looks? We're going to lower the distance on those little bits there. And we're going to make them a lot darker. That actually looks kind of cool. Okay. I think I'm done. And it ticks. It does work. I think we're done. I think I'm done. We're 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 done. Last but not least, the goal is 2 hours, 57 minutes. You know, a 2-hour stream. Yeah, that's 2 hours and 57 minutes worth of work right there. I would say I'm pretty cool with it. It's a little more round than I think it should be. The textures are a little bit weird, but I've made worse in my life. The problem with it is the reflection in the back is kind of ugly. So I think we do need to switch to cycles. I don't love this. I don't love doing this in cycles, but it'll be an interesting thing to say the least. Now, let's go ahead and take our samples really low, just so we can get looking kind of fast in here. And I'm going to add, since we're in cycles, I do need to add one more thing. I'm going to add a spotlight. We're going to add a spotlight here. Cycles looks more realistic. Yeah, I don't love cycles. In my world, I don't really need realism to be like the highest thing that I'm doing. But it does something, to say the least. Okay, 2 things need to be true. One is we need to go to world settings. We need to check in HDRI that we like. Field is usually kind of a good one for this sort of dramatic stuff. That's too hard, though. Whoops, not what I wanted. Let's go to Eevee just to get this correct. Oh, we actually do need to be in cycles to get that shadow. Man. Eevee doesn't have native shadows. That shadow is very dramatic and cool, despite being a little not needed. That is a cool looking shadow. Man. It blows the color out. It doesn't look good at all. Man. I wanted that to work. What do I want? What do I want? City Nights. Let's do a nice 180. Cycles does not want to render this at all. Too much low light. So let's switch to the country interior. Here's our country interior. We're going to set this to 0. There should be a light source right in front of us. That's a good look. That's a look right there. Huh. The light looks weird here. I'm gonna do maybe like a 120. No, it definitely looks better here. We'll do a 60 and see what that does. Let me grab the ground and see if reversing the normal map helps at all, which I feel like shouldn't affect anything. It does help. It helps a lot. Cool. Okay, so that's how we're doing that. And last but not least, we're going to grab our spotlight, which is behind us somewhere. And we want to just aim the spotlight at our boy. What is happening? Why won't you aim correctly? Aim at him. Aim at him. What are you doing? Please. This is not how spotlights are supposed to look. Oh, it's because we don't have this turned on. Aha. I was wondering why it looked so weird. It's because I turned off my guide. Okay, so. Spotlights. We'll do a 60, I think, is good. These warm lights are so cool. I like that. I'm in on the warm light. Okay, so we're back to this look, and now we have a spotlight looking directly on it. We're going to set its power a lot higher. And its radius a lot higher. Does that look all right? Oh no, it's too crazy. Do that, and then we're going to rotate you down based on your normals. I was seeing the actual color of the spotlight in the reflection, which is not something that I wanted. There we go. Better. Much better. Okay, so that is lit. Using just a little bit of a warm light. It catches that guy right there pretty well. I hate using cycles. I'm not a cycles guy. At the end of the day, I'm not a cycles guy. I think that's done. I think that is done. Let's try and get a final look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and up our guy to 64. And we're just going to take a look at what that's going to look like when it renders everything out. It's not lit great, but it is something. The will just to switch to Eevee is very strong. But I want that reflection so bad. You know what? I think I'm going to play with the lighting offline for a little bit. But I think this is it. So I think I am done. So I'm going to say that's it for now. So let me save this. Let's give it a save. And I'm going to sit and render this out for maybe the next hour or so. And I will have a finished result posted on the Discord. So this is your big shot to join the Discord if you want to join the Discord. Anybody who hasn't joined, it is a very welcoming place. We do lots of cool stuff there. Beyond that, I'm going to look for who to raid. And I'm going to suggest everybody stick around for just a little bit of a raid. Feels really good to people to get raided, and it's the nicest thing you can do for another streamer. So we're going to look at who to raid. We got all of the titans of 3D modeling on today, so we're spoiled for choice when it comes to that. Let's see who we got. Niche is making just the craziest thing I've ever seen. Ratlord's working on their character that they've assigned to themselves. We have a haunted-looking cat. Usagi. Okay, Oh, and there's a moth. Why are there so many cool people streaming right now? How am I supposed to choose one of these people? Oh, well, this makes it easy. This person's speaking English. Haha, done. All right, we're gonna go say hi to this person. Go be sweet. Go be nice. Go make their day, and then you can do whatever you want afterwards. But for me, I'm done. So I will see you all tomorrow for game stream.